There was a girl named Betty and a guy named John. They first met at a church event, a peaceful setting where no one could have predicted the storm that was brewing beneath the surface. John, intrigued by Betty, approached her with a proposal, but she politely refused. However, fate wasn't done with them yet. They kept crossing paths, and eventually, through a mutual group of friends, an agreement was made. Betty would cook a fish dinner for John and his friends that evening, symbolizing her acceptance of John's dating proposal. That same night, as they prepared to meet, trouble stirred. John had unknowingly gotten entangled in deals with dangerous people who were out for blood. The cheerful dinner plans took a dark turn when Betty discovered the threat looming over John's life. Without hesitation, she took matters into her own hands. She reached out to some hitmen she knew from her shadowy past. What followed was nothing short of a bloodbath. That night, the people hunting John were mercilessly eliminated in a violent gunfight. Though John survived, the cost was high. Betty's name became tainted, and whispers of her involvement spread quickly. Her mother was devastated, and friends from her hometown began to distance themselves, unable to reconcile the sweet girl they once knew with the hardened woman Betty had become. The only person who held no judgment was John's mother. Despite everything, she never lost hope of seeing Betty again. Betty, however, couldn't face her. She carried the weight of guilt and shame, avoiding every opportunity to meet John's mother. Then, one fateful day, while Betty was out fetching firewood, she unexpectedly ran into her. John's mother didn't hesitate. She pulled Betty into a warm embrace, as she gently whispered in her ear, "No matter what, I will always be there for you." Betty broke down. The walls she'd built up crumbled, and in that moment, she released all the pain, sobbing in John's mother's arms. The end.